This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Huh? Person standing over there. That's Ganyu. We finally found her. Ganyu, here.
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or... I shouldn't. I have...
Huh?
That's why you're here?
What? Did something happen?
The clouds... When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing my Adepti blood... I delivered... Perhaps that mission of mine was just a... I appreciate after 1,000 years away.
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer? We're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon the...
Wow.
Come here to chat about the old times with... a matter not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh,
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a...
Oh, Paimon wants...
When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was elsewise.
Wow.
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled... The day Ganyu bumped into a pit, so fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her...
Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
One's in...
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive.
Be that so? Huh. But returning to Ganyu, one cannot help... One will tell you more about her, if you should permit it. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water, and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But... just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, but alone.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, anyways...
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her behest, one has organized training for her to achieve that end.
She should be in the southern part of Mount Aotsong right now.
Huh, is that so?
Time to go.
So here you are, Ganyu.
Why did you come here? I... Yay! This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like...
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall...
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with.
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised. Next on the agenda... We've completed the task. What do you think? I agree. You possess many qualities similar to those of Adepti, despite having none of their blood.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once you're training with...
The training's not over yet.
Huh? So there are more
No.
Who is...
Conqueror of Demons.
Huh. So it's Xiao. that cool?
I found him He's already waiting for me. Come along if you're interested.
Of course we are.
Follow the wind. Follow the wind. Time to go.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer.
I don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training. That's all.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. Healthy body, healthy mind.
The trial's begun! I can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
true. I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your training. Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to...
I have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visits. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's...
Pesky visitor? So...
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti! Are all of you the Adept? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your...
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
Perfect! I didn't come in vain then. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim.
For free?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be earned through hard work and earnest living. It would be unfair to...
Hold on. I've heard this all.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of a person of your age should focus on work and family.
Are you a real... you sure you're not one of those swindlers who poses and... enough! Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or...
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't...
I thought that coming back, but being questioned by him made me... But I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adeptus,
It's true! Just believe us!
all right. If I'm proven right, I'll return to Jueyun Karst once again.
It's a step in the right direction. We're finally back! Come on, go.
I suppose you have a...
That's right. Where do you want to go first, then?
I've spent too much time. Let's go for a walk in the...
Happy to come.
Time to go.
All tasks have been handed out. Ah, how relaxing. The sound of the waves and the smell of the sea breeze.
Ganyu, you didn't.
Well, I used to be so... Well, it put me in a certain...
Is that? I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here.
Lady Ganyu, why are you calling?
Allow me to
That's all right. Just
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing.
What? This grandpa is a member of the chief. The same rank.
hush now. Fishing in the port. In most people's eyes.
Uncle Tien is too modest. He's... Uncle Tien, please...
Thank you for looking at.
Oh, I...
Talking about.
Yes, she...
May I try?
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problem.
She's back in character. Just like that, huh? Let's move then.
Yeah.
Indeed, it has... I heard that you've encountered...
Abusing his status.
Don't worry. I'm always...
Ganyu's not only a
So, what can...
They're obvious, without any evidence.
I see.
Well, is there...
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way, then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals, competing for market share.
In that case... I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu. Miss Ganyu plans to let the...
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique.
Yes, you're right.
Aha! We meet again! I suppose...
That won't be necessary, Miss... Should we need to place such an order...
What? Ugh. That
Well, Second Life's credit has always... Huh.
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty tricks best. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure I'll find something fishy in there.
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every transaction makes my... I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax record.
Oh, of course. Line by line. Ah, here! That exquisite... Look at the tax record.
I see. But, Miss Ganyu...
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supplier, Fanmu...
Aha! You're right!
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. It should be near Chinksa Village. Thank you for shining a light.
Oh, please, that...
I'm afraid I can't go.
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor and finish your work. Leave.
Oh, that's...
Ah, welcome. I'm usually happy to take new apprentices.
Kingsa really is full of...
Hey, I heard that.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Why would the Qixing care about...
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning.
Oh, it's about Second Life.
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice?
But...
what's that supposed to mean?
I only do my woodwork and display finished wares here at Fanmu Carpenter. As for old documents and such, I keep them all in a warehouse west. But some troublemakers have since you need that
So that's what happened.
I'll leave you to it then. I need to get back to work.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice.
Wait,
Oh, Paimon Season 2! It's one of the...
They must be plotting.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master...
Ever since Osial attacked, we won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small... Besides, I can already feel my intuition as the secretary of the chief.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go... Lightning terrified!
As one with wind and cloud!
Bow your head.
You scoundrels!
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your plan. No?
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying attention. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against Liyue, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth. There's no scheme.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui, suddenly appear on the outskirts of Qingce village?
Fine. If you really want to know, then, well, I was about to.
About to... what?
Pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries in this area. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Qingce Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people. What could I be scheming anyway?
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like he feels like he's the victim here.
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear, I only came here to pick berries, that's all.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I also feel that he's telling the truth. I misjudged the situation and offended you. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so, you can file a
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us, Fatui.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may try to solve this problem with force.
Paimon's it!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while bullying me?
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
What a bittersweet...
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time away from work. My intuition is not as...
No worries. It's all...
Let's keep moving towards Master Lu's warehouse. Our goal is to get the invoice after...
So this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few hill churls. Let's show them what we got. Commit it to memory.
Silence! Bow your head.
All clear. Quick, let's look around for the invoice. This one is an invoice from Wonmin Restaurant. This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too. This one is Second Lives. We finally found
hope it wasn't too much trouble.
I promise to help you, and I'll keep my word. Look, it's the invoice for the... Agreed.
Isn't it... Huixin, I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. I do hope that my business won't be a...
Groundless accusations, but I sincerely advise that you cease...
No. No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraud...
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr. Dongsheng, you've...
What? Proof?
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Must be time for that.
Mr. Dongsheng, can...
I'm...
Do you admit to tax evasion? This transaction...
I didn't think you...
Indeed. We...
The lie? He's got it.
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng, I'd like to hear a... I don't think you'll need my guide.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Ganyu. I'm your enemy. Note to think. You came up with this plan and executed it so masterfully.
It's pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them drag. That's how Uncle Tien... I figured that as Uncle Tien's daughter, so I decided to use one of your father's tricks.
I can see. I'm really...
Ganyu solved both...
Oh.
That's not necessary.
Then let me...
Alright, come on, Ganyu. Just... Oh, come...
If it's just a meal...
Actually, I've already...
Alright. We dare not...
Ms. Ganyu, thank you for...
Sure!
That's so kind of you, Huixin. You went to great lengths to... Oh? If there's anything I can help...
Oh, no, I don't really need...
With pleasure.
Even though I've only decided...
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, I can't compare myself to some...
I disagree.
Over the years, at first, but after all...
So...
You'll help her, gentle as always. It'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your...
Huixin, I never thought that I meant so much. Witness. It's true that I've witnessed thousands, but I've always... Huixin, you've made me real. They rely on...
Of course.
Hooray!
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to... I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract regardless. I'm afraid that it... No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
Time to go.
Baisha, are you okay? Did you fall asleep standing up? Look! Look!
You even have enough time for leisure? It's...
Not at all! We wouldn't have survived long enough. Miss Ganyu, we've been praying day to us. You're like... Forget all our envious complaints from before.
All right. Please divide them. I'll take care of...
Of course.
Oh, finally. Yes, I'd like to earnestly thank... To think that I'd gained a human friend... I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand.
Sure, but...
Time to go. Never again. Time to go. I don't get it.
Just take my word for it. Temple of Wisdom. This materialism.
Target acquired.
Off we go. This is just my...
Pleasure doing business with you. Mr. Bro!
Our bond is strong. I'll settle this.
Let the mighty be humble. Justice is blindsided. Silence!
Into the wind.
Stand with me.
Settle down!
Time to go.
Adventure team, assemble!
Another, yeah.